Canto 5, chapter 26. We were reading a short introduction by Srila Prabhupada to this chapter of the different 28 types of healths that Sukadeva Goswami is going to speak about in this chapter to Maharaj Parikshit. So we're going to begin with text 1. Rajo Vacha Maharsha etat vaichitrya lokasya katham iti.
Maharishi etad vechitram lokasya katham iti.
Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. King Parikshit inquired from Sukadeva Goswami, "My dear sir, why are the living entities put into different material situations? Kindly explain this to me." So Sukadeva Goswami, in the previous chapter, he was speaking about the glories of Lord Anantadev, and he told Parikshit Maharaj that everyone is going into different planets, different bodies based on everyone's desire and activities, going into different higher or lower planets or higher and lower bodies. And then he asked Parikshit Maharaj, what else you want me to speak about? So this is what Parikshit Maharaj is putting this question. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur explains that the different hellish planets within this universe are slightly above the Garbhodaka ocean and remain situated there. This chapter describes how all sinful persons go to these hellish planets and how they are punished there by the assistance of Yamaraj. Different individuals with different bodily features enjoy or suffer various reactions according to their past deeds. So these hellish planets, they are at the bottom of the universe, just above the Garbhodaka ocean. Rishiruvacha Trigunatvat Kartrushraddhaya Karma Gataya Prathak Vidaha.
Trigunatvad Shraddhaya Karma Gataya Prithak Vidha
Sarva Eva Sarvasya Taratam Yena Bhavanti.
Sarva Eka Shraddhaya Taratam Ye Bhavanti.
The great sage Sukadeva Goswami said, "My dear king, in this material world there are three kinds of activities: those in the mode of goodness, the mode of passion, and the mode of ignorance. Because all people are influenced by the three modes of material nature, the results of their activities are also divided into three. One who acts in the mode of goodness is religious and happy. One who acts in passion achieves mixed misery and happiness. And one who acts under the influence of ignorance is always unhappy and lives like an animal. Because of the varying degrees to which the living entities are influenced by the different modes of nature, their destinations are also of different varieties." So Sukadeva Goswami is saying that how many kind of activities are there?
Three.
And which are they?
Those in the mode of goodness, the mode of passion, and the mode of ignorance.
And so are the results the same of all of them?
No, they're not the same.
And what are the results of each of them?
In the mode of goodness, one who acts in a mode, it's religious, he's happy. One who acts in a mode of passion, achieves its mix, misery and happiness. And one who acts under the influence of ignorance is always unhappy, lives like an animal.
Yeah. Okay. So let's go on. Athe danim pratishuddha lakshanasya dharmasya tathaiva kartu.
अथ इदानीं प्रतिपिष्ट लक्षण्यस्य अधर्मस्य तथा ये कृतु
Shraddhaya vai sadrishyat karma phalam.
Shraddhaya ve. She hasn't finished. I'm sorry.
No, no worries. Visadrisham bhavati yahi.
Shraddhaya ve sadrishyat karma phalam visadrisham bhavati yahi
Anadi avidyaya krita kamanam tat parinam lakshana shritayah.
anadi avidyakrit kamanam tatparinam sutraya.
Sahasrasha pravartastasam prachur yenanu varna ishyamaha.
Sahasrasya pravratata prachuryena anuvarniye shyam.
Just as by executing various pious activities, one achieves different positions in heavenly life, by acting impiously, one achieves different positions in hellish life. Those who are activated by the material mode of ignorance engage in impious activities, and according to the extent of their ignorance, they are placed in different grades of hellish life. If one acts in the mode of ignorance because of madness, his resulting misery is the least severe. One who acts impiously but knows the distinction between pious and impious activities is placed in a hell of intermediate severity. And for one who acts impiously and ignorantly because of atheism, the resultant hellish life is the worst. Because of ignorance, every living entity has been carried by various desires into thousands of different hellish planets since time immemorial. I shall try to describe them as far as possible. So Sukadeva Goswami is saying that by doing pious activities, one gets different positions in the heavenly planets. So by doing sinful activities, one gets different positions in hellish life also. And also now, depending on the consciousness, if one is acting in ignorance out of madness, so the punishment is the least severe. So it's like kind of because he's already acting, he's already mad, he doesn't know what he's doing. But if someone who knows what should be done, what should not be done, or what is impious, what is pious, and still chooses to act impiously, so then he gets a little bit more punishment. And if one is completely acting out of atheism, then he gets the worst kind of punishment. So why do we have these different kinds of desires? What's the cause of all these different desires that we are having?
Modes of material nature that impact our desires.
Yeah. So, but what is the root cause of our desires?
Our past deeds that we have done.
Yeah, but the root cause.
Ignorance. Root cause is the ignorance.
That's right. Yes. Because of ignorance, we are acting in these sinful ways. And because of ignorance, we get all these sinful desires. Then we get sinful, then we act sinfully, then we get sinful reactions, then we suffer. So the root is ignorance, our ignorance of our forgetfulness of Krishna, ignorance of our real position. Raju Vacha.
Raju Vacha.
Naraka Nama Bhagwan Kim desha vishesha athava bahistri lokya ahosvir antarala iti.
Naraka
नाम भगवान किम
Bhagavan
देश
Kim Desha
विशेषाः अथवा
Vishesha
बहि
Atava Bahitri
त्रिलोकयाः
Lokya
अहोस्वित्
Ahosvit Antara.
अन्तराले इति.
King Parikshit inquired from Sukadev Goswami, my dear Lord, are there hellish regions outside the universe, within the covering of the universe, or in different places on this planet? So now Maharaj Parikshit is asking, where are these hells situated? What is the exact location? Rishiravacha
Rishi
ऋषिरुवाच
Uvacha
Antarala eva trijakatyastu dishi dakshin nasyam athastad
अन्तराले
Tarala
एव त्रिजगतयाः तु
Astu
दिशि
Dishi
दक्षिणस्याम्
Dakshinashyam
अध्यस्तात्
Adhastat
भूमे.
uparishta cha jaladyasya agneshvatadaya pitrganadishi swanam.
उपरिदृष्टाच्च
Uparishta
जलाद्यस्याम् अग्निष्वाता आदयः
Agnisvatadaya
पितृगणादिशि
Pitrganadishi
स्वनाम्.
Swanam.
Gotranam parmena samadhina satya eva ashisha asha asana nivasanti.
गोत्राणां
Gotranam
परमेण
Padena
समाधीनां
Samadhina
सत्या
Satya
एव
Eva Shita
आशसाना
Asana.
निवसन्ति.
The great sage Sukadev Goswami answered, all the hellish planets are situated in the intermediate space between the three worlds and the Garbhodaka ocean. They lie on the southern side of the universe, beneath Bhumandal, and slightly above the water of the Garbhodaka ocean. Pitralok is also located in this region, between the Garbhodaka ocean and the lower planetary systems. All the residents of Pitralok, headed by Agnishvata, meditate in great samadhi on the Supreme Personality of Godhead and always wish their families well. As previously explained, below our planetary system are 7 lower planetary systems, the lowest of which is called Patal. Beneath Patal are the planets known as Naraklok or the hellish planets. At the bottom of the universe lies the Garbhodak ocean. Therefore, the hellish planets lie between Patal and Garbhodak ocean. So they're the 3 planetary systems, upper, middle, and lower. We are in the middle, Bhumandal. Upper are the heavenly planets. Then Swarglok, then going up to Mahar, Jannat, Tapalok, Brahmalok. But below them, then they are this Atal, Vital, Sutal, all the lower planets. Now all the lowest is Patal. It seems this Patal is there. Patal, then beneath the Patal are all the hellish planets, Naraklok, the Naraklok or hellish planets. So the Garbhodaka ocean is there, and just above that are all these hellish planets. And then starts the lower planetary system. The lowest is Patal, going up there. Yeah, is that okay?
Yeah, so just for clarification, Shilpa ji, so Patal is the end of R, right? The 3 planetary systems,
Yeah,
the
that's right.
middle, upper, and lower. So Patal is the last one, right?
Yes,
And then below that is Narkalok, just above Garbhodak Sagar.
yes.
Okay.
And this Narkloka, all these hellish planets.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Isn't Patal Lok also the hellish planet? No.
Seems like no. From here,
No.
seems like no.
Hmm. It is the
Okay.
lowest planet, like in the
Yeah,
lower planetary system. It's the last one.
yeah.
Mm.
Lower planetary system, it's the last one.
So Bali Maharaj, where was he put?
Sutal.
Wasn't he put in
He's
huh?
in Sutal. Sutal.
Okay.
Sutal. Also
Mm.
lower planetary.
Lower
Also in the lower
planet, right?
planets.
Right.
Yeah, and the name of that planet is Sutal.
Okay.
Sutal Loki is there.
Super.
So we were reading that they also having various degrees of opulence, and but then
Yes.
some of them have snakes and all those kind of beings. So
Mm.
then
It's for your information. It's also written here that Suto Lok ke niche Talatal hai.
okay.
So Sutal is not the
So,
last. Matlab, Sutal is not just above the Patal.
so then
Below
Sutal, then
Sutal is also
Satyaka.
Talatal. Yeah, Talatal.
Okay. Okay. And then Pitralok is also said is between Garbhodak Ocean and the lower planetary system.
Mm.
So the Pitralok is also between there, somewhere there, between
Mm.
Patalok and Garbhodak.
But it's in the universe, right?
All this is inside the universe. Yeah.
Inside the universe, no? Yeah.
Yeah. Yatra Vava Bhagavan Pitrarajo Vaivasvata Svavishayam.
Yatra Havav Bhagavan
Bhagavan
Pitrarajo
Pitrarajo
Devasvatah Swavishayam.
Svavishayam.
Prapiteshu Swapurushe Jantushu Samparreteshu Yatha Karma Vadyam.
Prapiteshu
Prapiteshu
Swapurushe Jantushu
Jantushu Samparreteshu
Samparitesu
Yata
Yatha Karma
Karmavadyam.
Avadyam.
Dosham Evanu Langita Bhagavad Chasanaha Sagano Damam Dharayate.
Dosham
Dosham
Gita
evanulangita
Bhagavad Sashana
bhavachashana
Jagana Damam
saganodamam
Dharayati.
dharayate.
The king of the Pitas is Yamraj, the very powerful son of the sun god. He resides in Pitralok with his personal assistants, and while abiding by the rules and regulations set down by the Supreme Lord, as his agents, the Yamadutas bring all the sinful men to him immediately upon their death. After bringing them within his jurisdiction, he properly judges them according to their specific sinful activities and sends them to one of the many hellish planets for suitable punishments. Yamraj is not a fictitious or mythological character. He has his own abode Pitralok, of which he is king. Agnostics may not believe in hell, but Sukadev Goswami affirms the existence of the Narak planets, which lie between the Garbhodaka ocean and Patal Lok. So, whose son is Yamraj? Who's the father?
The sun god.
Yeah, he's the sun god. He's the son of the sun god. And where does he stay?
Pitralok. He
Pitralok.
resides in the
Yeah, Pitralok. Okay. So, Yamraj is appointed by the Supreme Personality of Godhead to see that the human beings do not violate his rules and regulations. So actually, Yamraj, he's a pure devotee, because he's in a he's in a position which is going to decide the destiny, kind of where the living entity is going to go. He has to suffer or he has to enjoy. So where he has to go. So it's a matter of great responsibility. Yamraj is not acting out of envy, we may act envious. Oh, I don't like this one did this to me, and so I'm going to make them suffer. But Yamraj is not doing that. He's acting very, very impartial. He's not partial. As what one has acted, he's just giving the giving the ruling, giving the judgment based on that. So
But
it's
he's
not an
in
easy
charge for the
position.
lower planets, right? For the
He's the
lower, yeah, he's
king
in
of the Pitralok.
Mitralok.
Yeah,
Means
and
for
then
the
he's
lower
in
planetary
charge.
system, right? He's in charge for that, like those for the who have done
Well,
wrong, isn't it?
yeah,
Because otherwise the
then
Vishnu does come, no? If
yeah,
you're done.
that's right. So the Naraklok,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay.
So he's there in Pitralok, right? That's what we said.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
He's in Pitralok, and then he is um, in charge of who's going to go to which planets. And yeah, as you said, then his agents will bring people to the different types of Naraklok.
Oh,
That's
he's one of the
confirmed
12 margins also, right?
Yes, yes. Yeah, he's one of the 12 Mahajans. So imagine, huh?
Mm.
He's a pure devotee, and then all the time he has to do this kind of work. And he's surrounded by all the Yamadutas and, by
Yeah.
all the sinful people who are coming to him for judgment. So kind of when he came as Vidur also, he was kind of taking a break. He wanted to hear and chant the glories of the Lord.
Right.
Because, okay, he was cursed, but also another reason was because he also wanted to glorify the Lord.
Mm.
Hmm. Reading on, as confirmed in Bhagavad Gita 4.17, Karmano hi api bodhavyam cha vikarmana, akarmanascha bodhavyam dahana karmano gatihi. The intricacies of action are very hard to understand. Therefore, one should know properly what action is, what forbidden action is, and what inaction is. One should understand the nature of karma, vikarma, and akarma, and one must act accordingly. This is the law of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So Krishna is saying to Arjuna in Bhagavad Gita, what is karma? One acts piously, so one gets pious results, that comes karma. Vikarma is when we act sinfully. Because we act against the scriptures. That's why it's called vikarma. And akarma is when we are acting, but the results, we are offering it to the Supreme Lord. So that becomes akarma. Although a person is doing everything, not that the person doesn't do anything. He does everything, but offers the results to Krishna, it becomes akarma. This is the law of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So these laws are there. The law of karma is there. But who is the lawmaker?
Krishna.
Krishna is the lawmaker. Yeah. Because many people believe, this is the law of karma, it's the universal law. But not able, but the understanding just goes on to there. But we have to understand, there's a person behind this law. As we can see, there's laws in Taiwan, but there is some lawmaker who's making the law. The conditioned souls who have come to this material world for sense gratification are allowed to enjoy their senses under certain regulative principles. If they violate these regulations, they are judged and punished by Yamaraj. He brings them to the hellish planets and properly chastises them to bring them back to Krishna consciousness. By the influence of Maya, however, the conditioned souls remain infatuated with the mode of ignorance. So Yamaraj, he is there put in charge by the Supreme Lord to see, if one is not acting according to the scriptures. So the Yamadutas bring one to Yamaraj. Yamaraj gives certain kind of punishment. But then what happens? We still continue doing the same things. We still continue to act sinfully. Why? Because of this illusion of Maya. We are so infatuated by Maya that we continue to act sinfully, just like a thief, you know. The thief, he steals, he gets caught, he's put in jail. After finishing his jail, he comes out, again he steals, although he knows he'll go back to jail. But is so influenced by the modes. So that's how we are, so influenced by the modes. Thus, in spite of repeated punishment by Yamaraj, they do not come to their senses, but continue to live within the material condition, committing sinful activities again and again. So how strong is Maya, you know? You're not able to understand how strong Maya's influences. We think, no, what I can get out of it. But we have been here for millions and millions of lifetimes. That shows that she's really powerful and she has this illusion over us which we are not able to overcome. Krishna says the only way we will be able to overcome is by surrendering to him. Thoughts, comments?
Wow. So like how you said, no, millions and millions in a simple way, and we are entangled in this.
Yeah.
We don't know how many births, right?
Millions, like she's saying, no, millions, and it seems such a easy number, but like how much we must have accumulated, how much, and it's so easy just to surrender and
Devi Esha Gunamai.
Maya Durataya
Mam
Yeah.
Evam Prapadyante Mayam Etam
Evam Tarantite.
Jai. Wonderful. Tatra hai ke narakan eka vimshatim ganayanti athatam stirajan.
Tatra hi eka narakan eka vimshatim ganayanti athatante rajan.
Amarupa lakshanato nukramisyamas tamishro andha tamisro.
Nama Rupa Lakshanta Anukramashyam Tamistra Andhatamistra
Ravo Maha Raurava Kumbhipaka Kala Sutram Asipatravanam.
Rauravaha Maharoravaha Kumbhipaka Kalasutram Asipatravanam
Tukara Mukham Andhakupa Krimi Bhojana Sandamshas.
Sukar Mukham Andhakupa Krimi Bhojana Sandapshaha
Tapta Surmir Vajrakantaka Shalmali Vaitarni Puyoda Pranarudrodho.
Tapta Surmi Vrajakantaka Shalamali Vetarni Puyoda Pranarodha
Vishasanam Lala Bhaksha Sara Meyadanam Avichir Ayapanamiti.
Vishananam Lala Shaha
Bhaksha
Sarameyadanam Avichi Ayapanam Iti
Kincha Sharara Kardamo Rakshogana Bhojana Shulaprato.
Kincha Sharakadam Rakshagana Bhojano Shulaprato
Danda Sukho Vata Nirodhanaha Paryavratanaha Suchi Mukham Iti Ashta.
Dantasuka avatak nirodhanah paryavartan suchimukham iti ashta.
Vimshati naraka vivita yatana bhumayah.
Vishamti narakaha vividha yatana bhumayah.
Some authorities say that there is a total of 21 hellish planets, and some say 28. My dear king, I shall outline all of them according to their names, forms, and symptoms. So Sukadev Goswami is telling Maharaj Pariksha that some people say, some authorities are saying they are 21, some are saying they are 28. I'm going to tell you all their names. The names of the different hells are as follows: Tamisra, Andhatamisra, Raurava, Maharaurav, Kumbhipaka, Kalasutra, Asipatravana, Sukaramukha, Andhakupa, Krimi Bhojana, Sandamsha, Tapta Surmi, Vajrakantaka, Shalmali, Vaitarani, Puyoda, Pranarodha, Vishasana, Lala Bhaksha, Sarameyadana, Avichi, Ayapana, Sharakardama, Raksho, Ganabhojana, Shulaprota, Dandashukha, Avata Nirodhana, Paryavartana, and Suchimukha. All these planets are meant for punishing the living entities. So all these are below Patal. These are called the Naraklo, the hellish planets. 28 in number, just above the Garbhodaka ocean. Tatra
We read
yastu
some,
para.
right? We
Hmm?
read
I'm
some of
sorry.
them, right? Yesterday, did
Yesterday
we?
we read. Yeah.
In the
We read the names.
introduction, we read the
Yes.
names in the introduction. Yeah.
This is one thing.
All of
Yes, okay, it was introduction.
And then we were reading how you do this, you're going to this planet, you do this. And we are going to hear about it more now.
Oh,
detail. Oh my God.
Yeah, we're going to hear more in detail.
So Bhavna ji, Shilpa ji, just one thing, that when we read in the previous shloka that if you under knowledge, if you do commit sins, right?
Mm.
The one was
Yeah.
that under madness, because you are acting under madness, you don't know. But then the second level was that you know it and then you act,
Yeah.
right? So that was higher, right? Higher
Yeah.
than the person who's acting in agyan. And then the second level was that if you know it, and so like knowing means that we have heard it, right? We have read it, we have heard it from, and still if we are doing the same thing, then the punishment is higher,
Yeah.
right?
And
That's what it
because
actually
knowingly,
means.
yeah, because knowingly we are doing it.
And the third one
Yes.
was, the highest one was the one who is atheist.
Atheism. Yeah, atheist, not
Okay.
believing
Who
in
doesn't
any
believe.
options.
Okay. So he knows and he doesn't believe in it at all,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Doesn't
that is the
that-
highest.
that
Yeah.
degree means of that suffering means he'll
Yeah,
suffer
the
more.
Degree of
Okay.
suffering will be higher.
Yeah. So like according to that, we'll be categorized कि इसको सबसे ज़्यादा punishment मिलेगा, because
Yeah.
he knows and he doesn't even believe in it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Doesn't care about it at all.
Doesn't care. Okay. Yeah.
Tatra yastu paravitapatya kalatrani apaharati sahi kalapasham.
तत्र यः तु परवित् अपत्य कलत्राणि अपरहन्ति स हि कालपाश.
Baddho yama purusher ati bhayan kes tamisre narake balam.
बद्धयं पुरुषे अति भयानके तामिस्त्रे नरके बलात्.
Nipatyate anashanano dapana dandata dana santa janadibhir
Nipatyate anshana anudpana dandita dansantajarna adabhihi
yatana bhiryatayamano jantu yatra shamalam asadita ekadeva.
यातनाभियात्यमानः जन्तु यत्र कश्मलम् असादीत एकदा एव
Murcham upayati tamistra praye.
मूर्छाम् उपयाति तामिस्त्रपाये.
My dear king, a person who appropriates another's legitimate wife, children, or money is arrested at the time of death by the fierce Yamadutas who bind him with the rope of time and forcibly throw him into the hellish planet known as Tamisra. On this very dark planet, the sinful man is chastised by the Yamadutas who beat and rebuke him. He's starved and he's given no water to drink. Thus, the wrathful assistants of Yamaraj cause him severe suffering, and sometimes he faints from their chastisement. So, just as we have been in the position of different demigods, we have also visited the different hellish planets. Because we are here in this material world since long, long time. So now we are hearing about Tamisra. So, what makes us go to this planet?
If we kidnap someone's wife and child, or if we steal their wealth,
Yeah. Over there, what's the punishment that one is getting?
the Yamaduts, they say bad words to you, and they keep on beating you,
Yeah.
and you're kept hungry and no water is given to you.
Yeah.
And he sometimes is faint and he's unconscious sometimes.
Yeah.
Because of that yatana that he's getting, because of that punishment, he gets unconscious.
Beating, no?
Yeah, because of that beating, he gets
Yeah.
unconscious. Wow.
Yeah. Also,
I
no
think
food and water.
I think that, if we want to eradicate, this should be told to people, because people are unaware of it right now. They take life very easily.
Yeah, that's the reason it's mentioned here in Bhagavatam for us to read, for us that there are these different hells.
And if we know that, why, so we won't be committing actually these sins. Like, we'll try not to, at least. We'll just remember, like how eating meat and drinking is also punishable, and there is such a big punishment for that. We are going to suffer so much. So because people don't even know, they just, like how you said, the atheists, they just let it go like that. Arey, kuch nahi hai aisa, tumhar ko lagta hai bas.
And
Aise
they
kuch
don't
nahi hota.
read only, so how will they get effects? All these things, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry?
Sorry,
No,
even I didn't heard.
like the atheists, they will never read
Yeah.
Bhagavatam. So how will
Yeah.
they know?
Yeah.
I mean, and if somebody's telling also, they don't believe. They don't want to believe. Like, if
They don't
now
want
I'll
to
read this, and if I know somebody who's drinking, I'll go and tell that person, right? I'll try to, at least, because for the betterment, I can tell that person that please don't do it. This is the harm that you're going to cause. But they don't want to believe. They said, "Arey, ye to aise likha hota hai, aise koi thona hota hai abhi."
Yeah.
The problem is that
Yeah, it's true. Because of
they
our
don't want to believe
desires,
it.
and then we read earlier, it's because we are so much in ignorance.
The
Because we are
ignorance,
so
that's the
much
main,
in
yes.
ignorance, so we
That's
are
the
not
cause.
able to understand, then we are like, okay, this is my desire and I will act according to this desire.
Yeah.
Mm.
Ignorance, yeah, as you say. That's the root cause. Yeah.
Yeah, the root
Downfall.
cause. That's why we have all these sinful desires. We don't want to hear anything.
True, true.
So, Shilpaji, just one more clarification before we move. We have read that they were in the Pitralok, right? The people in the Pitralok, because Pitralok is also the Nagri of Yamaraj, right?
Yeah,
Right? So
yes.
that means that people are taken to Pitralok
Hmm.
and then they are judged according
Yeah,
to if they are supposed to go there, then they are judged there, and then they are sent to the different um, hellish planets, right?
yes.
Right? That's how they
Yeah,
are judged there. जैसे कि हम बोलते कि
yes.
Pitralok is the place where they all go, and then like
Should
as their
be, yeah,
turn comes, yeah, should be
yeah,
like what it means by
yeah,
reading it here,
yeah,
right? That's what it means,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Okay.
that's it. Should be like
Yeah.
that,
Also,
yeah.
they don't go up. They can't be transferred up like to the higher planets.
But again,
Mm.
like we heard in the story of King Nriga, Nriga, he
Yeah.
did so much charity, so much charity. He was to Yamadu, he was brought to Yamraj, and then he was asked, "You want to go up to enjoy your results, or you want to first suffer?" He chose
Mm.
first to suffer, but he could have chosen that I want to enjoy, so he would have been sent up to the heavenly
Mm.
planet. So
Mm.
then, again, I guess, you know, I guess
But
major
that is
category people are going to come to Yamaraj, because most of us are acting sinfully, and it's the Vishnu Dutas who will come.
no,
Uh,
but even if we are karma kandi, as you said, because you was chosen that you want your punya. So punya is the
yeah,
karma kandi person, right?
yeah,
So even if
that's
we are
right.
in the karma kandi or vikarma,
Yeah,
vikarma and karma, if we are doing
yeah,
those two, then we will face Yamaraj. But if we are
yeah,
only doing bhakti and akarma, then is only a chance that, you know, as a
yeah.
devotee will be born, and then, I mean, is it that what I'm asking? Is it like that?
Seems like,
Because
yeah, seems like that. Yeah, as we are reading, that's what seems like that.
So
Yeah,
that's why they say, right, that when you do bhakti, right, chanting, so at least you will not fall
not see
down,
the face of the
yeah, say the face of
yeah,
Yamadutas,
Yamraj, yeah.
right?
see the face
You
of
will not go to there.
Yamadutas. Yeah,
You will not
Yeah.
the
see.
Yamadutas
They
at
won't
least
touch
won't
you.
come to you.
They will-
Yeah,
Yeah.
So at
They
least,
won't.
okay, maybe you'll be in the same where you are now, oh, but
yeah,
you will not fall lower, right?
yeah, that's right.
I, yeah.
And then Yamraj also, we are going to hear in the sixth or seventh canto about Ajamil, where Yamaraj tells the Yamadutas that you can't go near
Ex-
anyone who has chanted the Lord's name even once.
So means that person will not go to Pitralok, correct?
yeah, I
Yeah,
think
then
so.
he won't
That's what
go.
I was always under
Yeah,
the impression that everyone will go to Pit, and then the decision starts. Okay, where do you go? Okay, so Pitralok is lower planetary system.
Pitralok is lower. Yeah,
Okay.
But
it's lower. But again, yeah, yeah,
mm,
it will
but
become more
again,
clear
because
when we are going to hear in Ajamil's story, because Ajamil's story,
Hmm.
Yamraj tells the Yamadutas, you can't go near someone who has chanted the Lord's name, because Ajamil was first he was a devotee, then he became a sinful man, then he went to
mm,
pick up Ajamil, and the
Yeah.
Vishnu Dutas stop him. And then the Yamdutas are like, what's happening? We thought Yamraj is the highest, or there's some higher authority, and they ask Yamraj what's happening, and Yamraj says, yes, whoever has done bhakti, you can't touch them, you can't go to them. So,
yeah, maybe when we read more clearer.
Yeah.
Like this is something for me like new. I've not heard Pitralok, like it's lower, the lower planetary system. Okay.
Pitralok, yeah. Pitralok
Yeah.
is the lower regions of the
Lower
universe.
region, huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, where all the ancestors stay. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's
That's
lower regions. We read that it's below the Patal Lok, right?
below
Mm.
the
Yeah, with the below Patal.
That's where Yamraj is staying, and that's where all the ancestors are staying.
Mm.
Whoever is qualified to stay in that planet.
So like if
Mm.
we have seen our forefathers, like they're worshipped and all. So we know
Yeah.
like they will not be in the Pitralok. I don't know, I'm just asking. Is it like that?
So when
If we have
so what
seen like,
happened?
okay, yeah, that's what. So then,
So like many people, we do all these a lot of rituals to maintain them
yeah,
in the Pitra Lok.
yeah, the
To maintain,
Shraddh, right? That's the time,
yes,
like,
the
we do
Shad, so that they can be well and happy in the Pitra Lok.
Pitralok. Okay, but
Yeah.
yeah, but you don't
But
know if they are there,
yeah, that
right?
they maybe they
But
have
see,
gone up
Yeah, law
of
of
or
course,
karma
that's why,
is so
because see, we've
intricate.
seen them doing so much
Yeah.
of bhakti, so
Yeah.
there's no reason. I
Bhakti,
don't think
yeah,
there will be,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, bhakti,
Correct?
yeah. Then one will go ahead. One is going to get Krishna makes arrangements that one will get opportunity to do more bhakti, and
Mm.
but
like that.
Shilpa ji, just to intervene, there's we have read in Bhagavad Gita that जो पितरों की पूजा करते हैं वो पितृ लोग जाते हैं,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
yes.
because we are doing that, so Krishna always says that you should worship me.
yeah.
So I have
That's
I
it.
have seen that a lot of Vaishnavs, they just, even if they do, then they just offer the prasadam,
Yes,
राइट सो वो
yeah,
लोग एक्चुअली में वो पितृ पूजा नहीं करते हैं बट because and then they also said that because we are not at that high level, this is only for the purest of the devotees, right, that they can
yes,
do this. This is also one of our rins. So because we are not at that high position now,
yeah,
so we
yeah,
should do it, but the right way, I think you told us that we can offer it to Krishna and then offer it to them, so that at
yes.
least if they are
Offer to
suffering there,
Krishna,
yeah,
yeah.
And automatically
Offer to the
Krishna will give it.
devotees. Yeah.
yeah, and then
Offer
give it
to
to
Mm.
devotees.
Krishna. Yeah, first offer to Krishna, then offer
Yeah,
to devotees, then offer
devotees.
to the
Pi-
ancestors.
yeah, so then they
Yeah,
will automatically be relieved, and they'll be, because when the naam is so strong and then the prasad is also very strong, so they'll be, you know it will be
benefited
easy.
to for the
Yes, it will
devotional
benefit.
service.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
So that's
yeah,
what that I still like, then that's right, that if अगर हम कर रहे हैं तो जाना तो पड़ेगा ही. हम पूजा क्यों कर रहे हैं पितृ लोग की, फिर पितरों की.
yeah.
Mm.
So the better way is to give them prasad and to chant
Yeah.
for them and for, you know, like that.
और
That's
उससे अच्छा हम,
that's
लाइक अगर हम में से किसी का भी है तो हम मंदिर में करें, डिवोटीज को खिलाएं,
yeah,
दैट्स, आई मीन, दैट्स अ बेटर
yeah,
वे दैट दे कुड बी बेनिफिटेड,
yes,
अदरवाइज वी आर नॉट बेनिफिटिंग देम विद एनीथिंग. फिर उनको बस
that's
उतना
right.
ही मिल रहा है कि इतना पानी मिल गया इतने दिन के लिए, और पानी मिल गया इतने दिन के लिए, और खाना मिल गया इतने दिन के लिए, और ये मिल गया, बट इट इज नॉट फॉर देयर इटर्नल पीस, कि उनको उससे
That's right.
कुछ मिलेगा नहीं, बेनिफिशियल नहीं मिलेगा, राइट.
That's right.
वाओ, दिस इज सो.
There was one story also we read about one king. He he told his son that I'm suffering. I'm really suffering in the Pitralok.
Mm,
Please take me out. Please
yeah,
tell,
there's one of the Ekadashi
right?
stories like that.
Ekadashi story. And then
महात्मा,
this, yeah,
एकादशी महात्मा.
uh, and then the
Then
son
he
does
observes
the
the Ekadashi.
of Ekadashi, right? To
Yeah,
relieve
one
him,
of the
huh, from
Ekadashi
this
stories is
suffering.
like that. Yeah,
Yeah. So at the
yeah,
end,
so
yeah.
that's
So
what
you're praying
bhakti.
to, yeah, Bhakti, Krishna. You're praying to Krishna.
Yeah, Krishna, that's right.
Right.
And then Krishna will make all the arrangements, appropriate
Yes.
arrangements, so that we can come back to him.
Mm.
Also in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says that one who has done bhakti for a short time, then he goes to he goes and becomes like kind of a demigod. He enjoys there for a long time. Then he comes back to the earth, and he's born in a rich family or in a Brahmana family where he can further his Krishna consciousness.
Right.
And one, of course, who's done bhakti for a very long time, the great transcendentalist, then he's born in the family of those great transcendentalists. And Krishna says that birth is very rare. Such a birth is very rare. Like very rare to be born like that in pure Vaishnava families. They're like how Srila Prabhupada or
Prabhupada,
Srila
yes.
Saraswati Thakur, like they're born in the family of great Vaishnavas. So yeah, so like somebody's doing bhakti for a short time, then they go become demigods or go to the heavenly planets, enjoy there for a long time, then come back to the earth and given again the chance to to finish to become Krishna conscious, basically, or continue with Krishna consciousness.
Wow.
Yeah. So we can see how actually everything is happening based on our desire and our activity.
Yeah.
What kind of desire we have, how we are acting. Based on that, we are being placed into different situations in different planets.
And like as you rightly said, that we have been everywhere. We have been to because so millions and millions of births, right?
Yeah, we have been. We can't remember.
We can't remember. We have been.
Yeah, we have been. We have been. We read earlier, I think first, second canto somewhere, that been in the position of Lord Brahma also. We have been worm in the stool also. We have been in these different positions and different healths.
They say, right, the 84 lakh, right?
Yeah.
That's the reason then so much importance is given that, oh, now we have this human life. Now try to get out of this cycle of this chora. Now try to get out of it. Now make use of this birth.
The moment we read, then there is so much analyzing and everything goes in your head. Like you look up and then again, when the situation comes, you fall. You don't react. कुछ और आया, therefore भूल जाओगे. अभी जैसे हमने पढ़ा है, then we are into it.
That's a problem, I feel later and again, no? I forget.
Yeah, it's
फिर वो भूल
then,
जाते हैं कि नर्क है.
but then try to think about it this way. At least ये एक आधा घंटा या एक घंटा तो याद किया. At least, okay, ठीक है, it's true. We do forget. I do agree. I mean, I'm saying, but at least for this half an hour, at least for this 1 hour,
We are in that
at
mode.
least, yeah, at least for this short time, we can try to remember Krishna, sing his glories, and stay out of trouble.
Yes, that's a good thing.
Stay out of trouble at least for this time. Thank you so much.
Thank
We're going to
you.
continue to hear more and more about this
Wow,
different
this is so deep, After so
This whole
many days, this
chapter
is
is
one
like
of the
that.
the deepest part we are on to.
Yeah. So
And
we're going to
actually,
continue.
what we have heard from our like अपने दादी या किसी से आप सुनते हो, then all these things are these things make sense because we have already heard, but we haven't read them. हमने सुना हुआ है ये सब bits and bytes में अपने बड़ों से, but we haven't read about it. So the connections, it makes a lot of sense, and the connection dots are there. We can connect things to it. So it's good to know and understand what they meant, what they said, how it works.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, so true.
And then like how Krishna also has also said that if you hear about all these, then also, right, कि अगर
Yeah,
मेरे इसके बारे में भी आप पढ़ते हो, आप सुनते हो, इवन द ब्रह्मांड जो बनाया हुआ है रचेतन जो कृष्णा के द्वारा है, then even that gives you benefit. It's equal.
yeah,
Even then
yeah,
you can get out of this miserable condition. So
yeah,
it's equal
yeah.
to that.
Bhagavatam, just every time we are reading this, hear one story, one
Hmm.
pastime, and we are getting a benediction.
Hmm.
You're gonna get the benefit. You can
Hmm.
engage in devotional service or increase your devotional service. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Shri Prabhupada
Hmm.
ki jai.
Jai.
Gaur Bhakta Jai. Srimad
Jai.
Bhagavatam. Jai. Hare
Jai.